Hey guys, Chris here, back to do with another review, and today I'll be reviewing an album by The Starting Line called Say It Like You Mean It. This is a very good album. Um, I've had this for I've had it since Christmas, so like close to 9 months at this point. Yeah, that was 9 months ago, right? I think. Um, but this is a very good album. It's this was their I think it was their first album, and their singer was only like 18, 17 or 18 when they made this album. Like they were all very young. Um and it doesn't really show actually. Like I was really surprised. Um this is very mature music for being made by, someone around my age. Um, so and each of the tracks is like very well made, and they don't clump together. Like each song is you can you know each song is different. I mean that's how it is with every album, but like some albums I know just you tend to kind of get lost in them because like some of the songs just kind of end up blending almost, but this does not do that. Um, so first taking a look at the album cover, it's just some chick on a couch. But if you open it up, it's interesting. It's like you open up the lyrics packet, and I think this is a pretty cool design. Um, Interpret it how you like. I think it's up for a lot of different interpretations, but I think it's just a really cool cover, and I guess extended cover technically, but not really because the rest of it's a lyrics packet. But on the other side of the inside, it looks like the inside of a phone book, which kind of goes along with the theme of phone and all. And the disc itself looks pretty simple. You got the starting line, and it's like a little icon of four of them, and Say It Like You Mean It on the bottom. No jokes around here. It's not a Bloodhound Gang album. Back of it just shows a picture of them and track listings and all that. But some of this, like, okay, so for me, I associate a lot of the albums I listen to with like a certain time of year. So, for example, I don't know, Limp Bizkit. I associate that with like September, October, or those months, like around, late summer, early fall. For like Fall Out Boy, really early Fall Out Boy, I associate like earlier summer. I'm just trying to think of other examples. Um, let's see. Yeah, Blink 182. Their stuff that was during the height of their fame. I associate that with kind of more middle of fall. But this is something that just kind of spans through all the seasons. Like, a lot of the songs on here remind me of like January or February, because I mean that's when I was listening to it the most. But at the same time, like a lot of these are songs I associate like with the summer or even the fall. It's interesting because I've only had this album since December, so I haven't, and I just started listening to it again. So like there was a point from like Christmas to around like the middle of March that I listened to this album a lot, and then I kind of stopped for a while. And then I just picked it up the other night, or it was actually last night. I was like, what should I listen to? And I was just kind of looking through my CD rack, and I was like, oh, I remember this. And it was really good. A lot of these songs on here make me really sad. I don't know why, because they're not really sad songs. Um, but they do that. There's a lot of emotion packed into the songs. And even more emotion than I get out of them, or that I get from them. But I guess that's just the sign of a really good album. And so I would rate this album a I would give it a solid. No album is ever a 10 out of 10 for me because there isn't anything perfect. Because if perfect music existed, it would be all that really anyone would listen to. So, however, near perfect music exists. So I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10 because I'll be honest, I kind of did forget about it for a while, which proves it's not perfect, but it is very good, and I would highly recommend. I mean, no one really listens to CDs anymore, but I would just recommend listening to this album and the rest. I mean, I haven't really checked out the rest of their stuff, but I've heard it's pretty good, and they did split up. I think they did like a couple reunion shows, but they were saying that they weren't back together. It was just, you know, for the sake of doing it. But it's a very good album from a very talented band. And yeah, it's a really good album. I would highly recommend listening to it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.